guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to come in and open up the video. Today's video is going to be a day in the life of a corporate lawyer vlog. What are you guys laughing at?
Johnny was looking at you weird.
Today's video is going to be a day in the life of a corporate lawyer vlog. I'm working from home today. It is Friday, so I'm really excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and eat my breakfast that I just made, and then I'll head upstairs and get to work, and then I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. So what do y'all want to do today? That's going on the video. That's going on the vlog. I'm recording right now.
I vote pool.
You vote the pool? Okay. So yeah, so I decided to make breakfast this morning and sit down at the table. That's a rule we have for dinner. But for breakfast, I'm not even in the front, y'all. When the kids are at home with me, I've been making them cereal or French toast sticks, or what else have we been having? Waffles. And then I'll be right upstairs. So I figured since my deals have closed and stuff like that, that I would take the time to sit and have a real breakfast with them this morning. You didn't say hey to my subscribers.
Hello, peoples. You can follow us on the Harrison Family Farm. You're welcome.
All right, guys, so I finally made it upstairs to my desk. I'm about to dive into my work day. I think I mentioned this already, but it's Friday, and I don't expect it to be a crazy long day. It's a Friday before 4th of July, which, you know, is a big holiday for some people. So a lot of people will be taking off and going out of town. So I expect it to be a little bit light on the correspondence and emails and calls and stuff, just because people are probably trying to wrap up their work week so they can jump into the weekend. So I feel like it's been a few weeks since I've done an actual vlog. So honestly, I haven't been up to much other than working. I am coming off of closing my third deal yesterday. I actually had 2 deals closed yesterday. And then I had a deal closed the week before last. So I had 3 deals that I've been working on for these past few weeks. And so it's been a crazy few weeks. So I think I'm experiencing what I call deal fatigue, or what people call deal fatigue, which is just on deals you're going, late nights, lots of calls, lots of pushing to the finish line, pushing to get the deal closed. And then after you close the deal, you just want to just like relax. And for me, since it was more than 1 deal, since it was 3 deals, you can imagine that the deal fatigue has been crazy. So I'm going to take it easy today. Like I said, it's Friday. I'm going to take it easy. And I just need a moment. You know, I have some stuff that I need to do, but this will not be a late working night for me. I got an easy start to the morning, cook breakfast and everything. So that's been pretty nice. So yeah, I'm just about to get into writing my to-do list for the day and check my emails and stuff from last night and this morning that I haven't seen yet. Usually I'll come in and check my emails before I get anything started. I haven't done that. Like I said, I'm taking it easy today. One thing though that has just been really hard for me this week, because I've been working from home this week. I got a new computer. However, it's messed up my whole at-home work setup because it's a Dell and my previous computer was not a Dell. And so like my, what is it called? I can't think of what it's called right now, but basically the little box that I connect my computer to hook into my screens does not work for the Dell, because it was for a Lenovo and this is a Dell. So I've been working from my laptop. Luckily, the laptop screen is a little bit bigger than my last one, so it hasn't been terribly bad, but you guys know me. I need 2 or more screens at all times. So next week when I go into the office, I have to work on that. So I did move offices, and so I like going to the office because I have a nice view and stuff like that. I think I'm going to redo my office, because after the summer I'll probably be going in majority of the time versus working at home majority of the time. So I'll probably be doing some office decor updates and stuff like that. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see that. But honestly, this intro is getting way too long, so I'm going to go ahead and get my workday started, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I do want to talk to you guys about work-life balance. I feel like this week, these last few weeks have been so crazy for me. And I've just been thinking a lot about the things that I value and family and stuff like that, and balancing that with the other things that I value, which is my work, my career and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are hesitant about the lawyer career because of work-life balance, and you guys, we need to talk. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit later about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the day started. it up, back it up. Reverse, reverse. Yellow light. Green light. What other game do you want to play?
Simon Says.
Okay.
Yeah, Simon Says.
Okay. Simon Says, wiggle your ears.
I don't know how.
Me either. Tony's doing it. How do you do that?
I just do it.
Simon Says, say, stop. Tony, stop. Okay, Simon Says, stop. Simon Says, go like this. Simon Says, hop on one foot. Now turn around. Simon Says, turn around while hopping on one foot. Simon Says, stop. Simon Says, do a push-up. Simon Says, stop. What's up, y'all? So it is later in the day. It's pretty much quitting time for me. I wanted to come in and talk to you guys about the work-life balance thing that I mentioned earlier. I don't really have much planned for the rest of the work day. I'm pretty much done. I'll check my emails and stuff after this, but I think the work day is pretty much done. I'm gonna get into enjoying the rest of my Friday evening and stuff like that. I'll probably take the kids to the pool. But before I do that, I did want to talk to you guys about the work-life balance thing. I get a lot of questions from you guys about work-life balance. It's such a hot button topic issue. And I feel like every career, but specifically in the legal career, because everybody knows that being a lawyer is a demanding job. While fulfilling for some people, it is very demanding. And so I know there's a lot of hesitation for people when it comes to going into this career, because although you know you want to have a fulfilling career, you want to have a good career, you also want to be able to have a life, you know? And I don't know, like, I don't know. Hold on. It's hot out here. I'm gonna have to move to the shade. All right, so that's better. But yeah, what was I saying? For me, honestly, it just depends, like, right? Like, I'm specifically talking about the path that I went down, which is large law firm world, okay? So big law firms that consider themselves big law, you know, AmLaw 100 type firm. And there's a lot of firms out here where you interview and they'll talk about work-life balance and they'll say, you know, that's important, your family's important, your life is important, blah, 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 blah. And while they might really feel that way, there's still barriers towards work-life balance, you know? So when people ask me about work-life balance, you know, I'll usually say, like, I'm still figuring it out or whatever. And the reason that is because things have changed as my career has progressed. The more senior I get, the more responsibility I get, the more like I'm required and necessary for things. So that's been a big change. Also, my life has changed, right? Like, when I first graduated, I was carefree, I was young, I was, you know, not really worried about being a wife and all those types of things, versus now, you know, the things I want in life, the things that I care about have kind of shifted. You know, no longer is my biggest concern about where I'm gonna go to brunch. And that will happen with time, you know, depending on what your trajectory is. But, you know, I feel like I'm not even gonna say I know what majority of people want, okay? So let's just talk about me and what I want. So now when I sit and think about work-life balance, and what really prompted this is, like, I've just been really busy these past couple months. And so it's been hard for me to juggle everything. And you guys know that because I took a month off of YouTube, just because it's like YouTube, although I love to do it, although it's great, I love connecting with you guys, it could not be my priority then, because family and work had to come first. And so it's really hard to juggle everything sometimes at times. So for me, my perspective on work-life balance and how realistic it is it depends. And I know that's like a total like lawyer answer of me, but it really does depend. Some weeks work-life balance is great, okay? Some weeks I go right on to my workout class and I come home and I don't even have to get back online. Other weeks, if I go to my workout class, it means I'm working a whole extra hour or two later, which means it's pushing into the wee hours of the morning, you know? So it's unpredictable. Again, this is just for my career path, you know, the big law firm career path. So for the people who are not yet lawyers or have not yet picked what they want to do, I would consider that. Especially for my women out there who, you think you might want to have a family and stuff like that. That is something that I would consider about what path you go down or how long you want to go down that path, because you will be at a crossroads sometimes where, you feel torn between the two, or you feel like you are having to choose one over the other. And, that's probably every job. But let me tell you a little bit about why it's particularly with this job. And I think I used this word already, but it's the unpredictability, okay? So the reason why work-life balance is hard is because of the unpredictability of the job. And that's in many aspects, but I think I'm just going to limit it to 3 because I've already been talking for like 5 minutes. So the biggest unpredictability of the job is when the work will come in, right? So you could bill, a full workday, 8 hours, 9 hours, but the project that's taking you all the time might not come in until 3 p.m., and say it's a rush. Well, now that just took the rest of your afternoon and your night, so it's not like you have a set schedule. Like deals, matters, and things come up all the time. So a lot of times as lawyers, we get called when there's a rush, we get called when there's an emergency, we get called when things have to move really quickly, so that's really hard because you don't know when the work is going to come in. It's hard to plan for something that you just don't have any control of, especially at the associate level. You're not the one really bringing in the matters for the most part. You're the one working on the matters. So you work on them as you're asked to and as they come in. The second reason work-life balance can be hard sometimes is because of the fact that closing dates slip all the time. Now, this is specifically for my transactional folks, for my deal lawyers, okay? It's different in litigation, I'm sure, because you guys' matters depend on arbitration and court and things like that. But I'm specifically talking about deals, right? So for the most part, once you start a transaction, you have a targeted closing date. If you're a transactional lawyer, you know that sometimes those closing dates do not actually close for various reasons. Never your fault though, right? As an attorney, you never want it to be your fault why the deal didn't close on time. But things slip, things change, things come up, right? So say for example, you have a vacation planned August 1st, right? And you have a deal closing July 31st, right? And so you're like, okay, my vacation's planned for August 1st. I'm going to close that deal on July 1st. And then August 1st through the 14th or August 1st to the 7th, I'm going to be out. Well, like I said, a lot of times closing dates slip and you don't close on time. So say you've been the main associate on that deal and the deal doesn't close on July 31st. And now they've shot it to close the next Friday because there's so much work to do. Well, chances are you're going to be needed on that transaction because you've been the one working on it. You're the one who kind of knows everything. And now the deal has not closed. And unfortunately, this happens more often than not. And I don't mean the vacation part, but I just mean the deal not closing on time. So that right there kind of limits how much you can plan, right? Like even if you plan for something, if your deal slips, if your deal doesn't close and it goes later, then what can you do? And so it's just hard to be checked out completely when you have a matter that you've been wrapped up in and now it's trying to close and most of the thing. You're the knowledge person on that transaction. So that's another thing. And then the third thing I would say, and again, this is specifically with big law, large law firms. And I feel like I have to keep saying that because somebody's going to say, oh, well, this or my sister this. And it's like, oh, great. But this has been my experience. I've worked at 3 law firms and it's been tried and true at every law firm, is responsiveness. And this one is specifically with larger law firms, but responsiveness and turnaround time is important. It's huge in the legal space and servicing your clients. Everybody wants everything quickly. And, quite frankly, that's what they pay for. So, it's hard to just say, oh, I'll do this, I'll get to this next week, or I'll get to this tomorrow, I'll put this off, when you have multiple matters and you have a lot of people needing things from you quickly. So work-life balance can be hard in that way because of unpredictability. Say you get an emergency project or something like that and it's like fire drill, which if you watch my last video, you know what fire drill means. Then you kind of got to drop everything and get to that. And we talk about setting boundaries and stuff like that. I've even talked about it before on my channel, and it is something that you try to do, but there are instances where you just got to do what you got to do. And like, I hate to sound so blunt, but that is the real. I hope that honest perspective on work-life balance gives you guys an idea of what to expect. And, as you're making your decisions about what path you want to go down, if you want to be a lawyer, and if you do want to be a lawyer for sure, what type of lawyer, what career path you want to go down. I hope that's helpful with respect to private practice, particularly in large law firms, work-life balance can be tough sometimes. You know, it's just the career, it's just the profession. And so that's something to consider. And like I said, it's not like that all the time. Like, look at me right now on a Friday. Like, I'm gonna be taking the kids to the pool and it's 5 o'clock, you know, like, so it's not always, but it's definitely something that can be a struggle at times. If you guys kind of like this chat, maybe in my next video, I'll talk about the pros of working in the large law firm setting when it comes to time, because although the work-life balance can be just not that great at times, the flexibility can be amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my Friday evening. Hope this was helpful.